Aerion is a company that is extremely focused on the environment, and we love to build supersonic airplanes. But we're really creating a new type of global mobility that really is about time, which I believe is humanity's most precious resource, and we leave no carbon footprint behind. Business aviation, it's been around for 50 years. And over that 50-year period, the aircraft itself has only increased in speed by 10%. So the market is pent up. There's a demand for speed and luxury and experience in general aviation. We couldn't build an airplane that just regulators would accept for noise and emissions and sonic booms. We had to build a company that the public would embrace.
One of Aerion's key strategies is to really develop a green aircraft. We are working with all kinds of partners in the area of fuels.
We're going to be running our aircraft on fully synthetic fuels. We have that ability to go do that. I think that's key when you look at a lot of the aerospace companies that are out there today and a lot of the airlines that are out there today.
And then we think about, are there other things that we can do? Because even if you run on 100% synthetic fuels, it isn't like there's zero carbon emissions. So you have to think about what other things do you do to be kind to the planet. You designed a really efficient airplane. You designed that airplane to use the greatest synthetic hydrocarbon chains that are out there. And then that last little bit, we as an organization have committed to plant 100 million trees by 2036. We're building high-speed, next generation of networks that are not only getting you to where you want to be and save you time, but we do it in a way that's kind to our planet.
If you go back and look at the last supersonic aircraft that went out of business, it was a very high cost to fly the aircraft, very high cost to maintain the aircraft, and it was a very aged aircraft built in a different time.
We want to fly supersonic speed where the airplane still creates a sonic boom, but the boom never strikes the ground.
The FAA and the regulations around the world are that you cannot do a sonic boom to the ground while flying over continental United States, Europe, other areas. So you have to have an aircraft that either performs very well, which means you're very fast transonically, or you have to have the ability to control the sonic boom from hitting the ground.
The phenomenology around that is called Mach cutoff, and it's been known for 50 years, but nobody's ever figured out how to engineer it. All the different technologies that are now converged together, advanced computing power, high-speed algorithms, satellite communications, we've integrated all that technology into what we call and trademarked boomless cruise. And it allows us to fly at supersonic speeds over land, and the boom itself generated by the airplane refracts off a dense layer of the atmosphere and goes back up. Aerion is working with Siemens to, in fact, disrupt the future. We actually have an end-to-end digital environment where we can simulate not only the design of the airplane, but the actual factory, the labor in the factory, and allows us to compress the time required to put out new, reliable, safe designs years faster than our closest competitor.
Few companies have been able to bring forward that end-to-end solution, and I believe Siemens is capable of doing that because they're not just a software company, they manufacture some of the world's largest sophisticated products themselves.
To be able to go from concept development to aircraft on a ramp, to make sure that when we go into production on our very first airplane, in the digital space, we've already built it 1,000 times.
It's not just about bringing a supersonic aircraft to market, it's about bringing all of the connections to the experience of the transportation process around that aircraft.
The AS2 aircraft is going to be unique in many ways. Number one is it's going to be the highest mark of luxury of any business jet. Number two, I would say the technologies we're bringing on board and integrating into this aircraft through our avionics suites, through the propulsion, through the control of the aircraft. We've got some unbelievable suppliers and teammates working with us hand in hand to bring these technologies to bear on the first supersonic aircraft.
We're very thoughtful about everything that we do, whether it's the new Aerion Park we're building, whether it's the aircraft AS2 we're building. We do not believe the world should wait till 2050 to cut the carbon footprint in half.